How's it going, everybody? Hopefully, everyone's having a glorious day on this second day of November. And boy, do I have a good one for you. At least I think it's good. It's funny. It's news and politics. The headline was funny. But let's see what it's really about. Students walk out of Hillary Clinton's class to protest Columbia, shaming pro Palestine demonstrators. Walkout at a foreign policy lecture was in support of students who signed a declaration blaming Israel for October Hamas attacks. No. I don't blame Israel for the attacks that was on their soil. There's some sources saying that they knew about it, but it's neither here nor there. Hamas is responsible for the attacks on Israel. Israel is responding to such attacks. But I get this is becoming a very political, contentious, divisive topic. Let's see here. Dozens of students walked out on class taught by Hillary Clinton in New York on Wednesday to protest their university's alleged role in shaming pro-Palestine demonstrators. About 30 students were involved in the protests at Columbia University, where the former speaker or the former secretary of state and previous senator of the state was delivering a foreign policy lecture as part of her global affairs class. It's scary that she has her own class, because she has no class, in my personal opinion. The walkout followed an incident last week in which photographs of students who signed a declaration blaming Israel for the 7th October Hamas attacks were displayed on video screens on trucks parked near the university campus above the words Columbia's biggest anti-Semites, the New York Times reported. The photographs, according to the protesters, were lifted from a secured and private student portal at Columbus Schools International and Public Affairs, SIPA. They definitely love their acronyms. The Times reported the walkout was planned and peaceful, with those leaving almost halfway through Clinton's 2-hour lecture intended by 300 students, joining several dozen other demonstrators in the lobby of the school. They were demanding immediate legal support for affected students and their commitment to student safety and well-being and privacy, according to the Times. So is the Guardian just reporting on the Times? Let's see here. The school dean, Karen Yamarmilo, who co-teaches the class, spoke with protesting students following the lecture and expressed her support for them. The university spokesperson said Clinton had already left. Yeah, she doesn't want to be around people. She hates people. She just wants to have power over people. She wants to subject the masses. We're just an inconvenient fact that won't elect her the president. So she has a disdain for us. The Democratic former president candidate has taken strong pro-Israel stance since the conflict erupted last week, denouncing those calling for a ceasefire as not understanding Hamas. During a discussion at Rice University Baker Institute, well, I will say, no matter what Israel does, they can't win. They didn't go on the offensive. They will look weak, and Hamas will continue attacking. They go attack Gaza Strip. They're perceived as bullies and the oppressors. While all this time, Hamas, other than their lives, can't lose because the message is getting out that Israel's this big bully. Look at us. We just want to coexist. And it's showing that on the world stage, but even though they're a terrorist organization, they're a terrorist organization that's in control of Gaza that won't have democracy. Once they got voted in, they never had another election. Let's hear it. Columbia is among the universities that have become a flashpoint for protests over the war, with students on both sides angrily denouncing the others for escalating violence and growing numbers of deaths. A rally at the campus last month called by National Students for Justice in Palestine was part of the Day of Resistance at the Israel military response to the attacks by Hamas, and also attracted a sizable group of pro-Israel protesters. The pro-Palestine students whose faces were shown on screens near campus last week had signed a declaration in support of Palestine resistance over 75 years of Israel's settler colonialism and apartheid. The statement said, in part, the weight of the responsibility for the war and casualties undeniably lies with Israel extremist government. Well, if a terrorist group wasn't lobbing rockets into their country, they wouldn't have a reason to respond. I mean, I'm not saying either side is right. There's a lot of wrong to go around, but one is responding to the other's action. In a statement to The Guardian, the Colombian spokesperson said that the appearance of vehicles displaying students' photographs was concerning. Many individuals, including students across several schools, have been subject to these attacks by third parties. This includes disturbing incidents in which trucks have circled Columbia campus displaying and publicizing the names of photos of Arab Muslims and Palestine students, the spokesperson said. There's a reason why I don't show my face. And if I were to make a public speaking, whether it was perceived to be behind closed doors, it is a public speaking event. So I don't show my videos, my face in my video, because I might have unpopular opinions which may lobby people to find out where I work and petition them to get me fired. And maybe my company will have my back, or maybe the client that I work with won't have my back and they would rather the drama not be there, so they remove me, which gives them a win in public relations. But at the same time, you're writing a declaration, you're signing your name, you're making your voice known and the person behind that voice known. So I don't know, it's an interesting perspective that I honestly don't know the answers to. University overriding priority is the safety and security of its students and community. The university and SIPA takes this responsibility very seriously, and this includes speaking out against doxing, a dangerous form of intimidation, is unacceptable. Except they kind of already doxed themselves. The university last week unveiled a new task force to counter student doxing, the intentional publication online of persons' private information, usually with malicious intent, and to enhance student safety. The Columbia spokesperson said that the protest was not targeted at the secretary and the dean's class specifically, but all SIPA classes happening Wednesday afternoon. They noted the organization called this an act of solidarity not tied to any political ideas or figures. Clinton 76, Barack Obama's first term Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013, began teaching her class inside the Situation Room at the start of the academic year in September. Some expressed frustrations at the logistical impact of her presence, complaining about 500 students in one of the Columbia's most popular computer science classes were evicted to put up a nice stage for Clinton's high-profile lecture series. Yahi Milo interrupted one of Clinton's first lectures, allow students with cell phone cameras to take photographs of their celebrity teacher. This is like the paparazzi, Clinton said, announcing her appointment in February. And then Columbia's president, Lee Bollinger, said Clinton's class would explore fundamental questions about how to advance and renew of democracy and foster more engagement with women and youth across the U.S. and the world. Betsy Reed, editor, Guardian USA. Is that up there? No, it's not. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to listen to Hillary Clinton give me a lecture on anything, mainly because I disdain her. I don't think anything she says is the truth. I don't know if she understands what the truth is, even if it slaps her across the face. But I understand she is a powerful woman. A lot of people look up to her. They get inspiration from her. She has a powerful presence. So I understand why people would want to go listen to her. I'm just not in that camp. With that being said, this Palestine Israel conflict is very eye opening to say at least. Um, I mean, I get it both. There is no right side, and unfortunately, it's the innocent people on both sides that have to suffer. You got the government of Israel, who's done some questionable things. You also have Hamas, that is a terrorist group. All they do is terrible things. So I don't know what the correct response from Israel would be, but I'm not in a position to tell them what I think they should do. But they definitely have intelligence of their own that rivals the CIA. So they're going to do what they need to do to protect their citizens. Well, Hamas will do everything to do to make Israel into the bad guy. And I don't think we need to let Hamas win. I think Hamas needs to perish. I think this should be the battle to end Hamas and all sympathizers of Hamas in that region. And from there, they could foster a new beginning and unite both Gaza with Israel in a peaceful manner and become like a heavily police state to prevent a group like Hamas from forming. But who knows? Who knows what the future is going to be told? That's what I would like to see. And with that being said, that is my video for today. I know some people are pro Palestine, some people are pro Israel, some people are pro war, some people are pro peace. And I would hope that there could have been a peaceful resolution. But unfortunately, Hamas doesn't want a peaceful resolution. They just want to remove Israel from the face of the earth. They don't believe that their country should exist. So, and unfortunately, that means the innocent people of Palestine has to suffer. And I do know that there's this argument that there are no innocent Palestinians, but I disagree. Like I said, that is my video for today. Leave a comment down below if you have an opinion or just want to say hi or tell me I suck. But more importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.